Good evening tonight from Baltimore Harbor, Maryland. We are here at the scene of the catastrophic collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge here in Baltimore. You can actually see the cargo ship right here behind me. That's the ship itself. And then right next to it, that hole in the skyline where the bridge once was, that massive cargo ship smashing into the bridge around 1:30 in the morning here, the bridge collapsing right into the harbor waters. The ship had alerted harbor authorities to an emergency. They had lost power. Police quickly blocking traffic at both ends, saving lives just before the collision and collapse. But an 8-man maintenance crew was at work on the bridge. 2 workers survived. A live stream camera capturing the stunning moments before the collapse, the ship losing power, the lights going out, then slamming into a bridge support. And that awful moment, the 1.6-mile-long bridge completely fails and collapses. When the sun came up here this morning, the stunning images coming into focus, the tangled metal draped over the ship. And all day long here, the massive search and rescue effort. The Coast Guard, the NTSB, fire departments, and first responders all on the scene here. FBI divers probing the waters, sonar detecting vehicles underwater. At this hour, Baltimore has declared a state of emergency. President Biden promising to rebuild the bridge, asking Congress to help. And tonight, what we're now learning from the investigation already, the history of this cargo ship, my interview with the governor of Maryland just moments ago here. But first tonight, the terrifying images moments before the collision and then what brought this bridge down. Gio Benitez leading us off here in Baltimore.
Tonight, the images shocking and devastating. A massive, nearly 1,000-foot cargo container ship losing power and ramming into Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Yo!
The 1.6 miles long bridge crashing down in just seconds, plunging into the Patapsco River overnight.
The Key Bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, just got hit by a cargo ship.
Baltimore's mayor declaring a state of emergency. The Coast Guard, the NTSB, and the FBI all on the scene. The intense urgent search and rescue efforts underway, sonar detecting vehicles underwater. First responders, fire departments, and Coast Guard teams all rushing to the scene in the immediate aftermath. Searching through the overnight hours in the freezing water, rescuers finding 2 people alive, one of them hospitalized. 6 are still unaccounted for, all believed to be construction workers on the bridge at the time, working to repair potholes. Late tonight, the Coast Guard saying they are now suspending their search for the workers.
Based on the length of time that we've gone in this search, the extensive search efforts that we've put into it, the water temperature, that at this point we do not believe that we're going to find any of these individuals still alive.
Construction worker Jesus Campos says he knows some of the team working on that bridge.
Eso nos pegó muy duro.
That was really hard, Jesus says. We are colleagues from work and friends.
We pray for the construction workers who are on the Key Bridge, and we pray for everyone who has been touched by this tragedy.
Tonight, we're learning moments before the crash, the ship issued an urgent mayday, allowing quick-thinking police to block traffic on the bridge.
Hold all traffic on the Key Bridge. There's a ship approaching has just lost their steering.
The officers then planning to get the construction crew off that bridge before it collapsed.
The whole bridge just fell down. Start, whoever, everybody. The whole bridge just collapsed.
The quick work of law enforcement who kept more vehicles from coming onto the bridge, they undoubtedly saved innumerable amount of lives.
It all happened just before 1:30 this morning. You can see cars crossing over the bridge just moments before impact. Video timestamps on this live stream footage showing the ship's lights went off at 1:24 a.m. before turning back on a minute later. Then thick black smoke begins pouring out of the top of the ship. 1:26 a.m., the power turning off again and then back on at 1:27. At 1:28 a.m., you can see the last cars driving over that bridge. And about 30 seconds later, the ship rams into one of the bridge's supports, bringing down the entire bridge. Officials say the ship was moving at 8 knots, roughly 9 miles per hour, much faster than they should have been. So tonight, the major questions. What happened on this cargo ship in the final moments before the collapse? The pilot at the controls is currently undergoing post-accident drug and alcohol testing. It was a local pilot specializing in navigating the port, not part of the ship's crew driving the ship. The cargo ship named Dolly was heading from Baltimore to Sri Lanka, flying a Singapore flag. This screen recording from maritime data provider Marine Traffic shows Dolly's track as it approached and collided with the Key Bridge. You can see Dolly veered slightly to the right at this point before hitting the bridge. The FBI saying a preliminary investigation suggests the crash was an accident and that there's no credible evidence of a terrorist attack. A short time ago, President Biden promising to rebuild.
It's my intention that federal government will pay for the entire cost of reconstructing that bridge, and I expect the Congress to support my effort. This is going to take some time. The people of Baltimore can count on us, though, to stick with them at every step of the way until the port is reopened and the bridge is rebuilt. We're not leaving until this job gets done.
And David, tonight the mayor here has announced a prayer vigil. The community here, really the country, is thinking about these construction workers and their heartbroken families. David.
Gio Bonita is right here in Baltimore with us tonight. Gio, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.